Hi, boys and girls. Today is Monday. What's the date today? April 20th. And I just got off a call with 7 of our friends in Zoom. It was awesome. And actually today, nobody had packet questions. So we just spent like 30 minutes talking to each other and it was really fun. One request that I had was that someone asked me to pick this up from school and finish it for you guys. Because remember, this was our read aloud, and I thought that that was a brilliant idea. So thank you, Brinley. That was your idea. Honestly, you guys, it's been like a month since we read this, so I don't fully remember where we left off. It looks like we left off in the middle of a chapter. So what I'm going to do is just go back a few pages and I'm just going to read you all of chapter 9, okay? And it's called Superfudge. So I hope you enjoy it. Fudge has a friend. His name is Daniel. I remember Daniel. He's pudgy with a lot of red hair and ears that stick out more than mine. The first time I saw him, he was standing in front of Uncle Feather's cage lecturing to Fudge. Myna birds are native to India and other parts of Asia. The common house myna is a bold, fearless bird, somewhat larger than a robin. Robin, Robin, Uncle Feather repeated. Be quiet and listen, Fudge told Uncle Feather. Don't you want to learn about yourself? Daniel continued. The myna is a noisy, sociable bird. I'll say, I said from the doorway where I'd been listening. Daniel turned around and stared at me. Who are you? He asked. Peter, Fudge's older brother, I told him. Who are you? Daniel Mannheim. I'm 6. I live at 432 Vine Street. You want to make something of it? He delivered the last sentence in a tough guy voice so that it came out sounding like, you want to make something of it? Not especially, I told him, trying not to laugh. Daniel turned back to Uncle Feather. Many myna birds learn to imitate the human voice. They can talk, sing, and whistle. The common house myna is a genus Acridotheris. Wow, that's a hard word to read. Species A, Tristitis. Daniel is a bird expert, Fudge said. So I see, I answered. You want to hear about the vulture? Daniel asked. Maybe some other time, I told him. Daniel came for lunch on Saturday. Would you like peanut butter or tuna fish? Mom asked him. Tuna fish, Daniel said. You want to make something of it? No, Mom said, looking surprised at Daniel's tough guy line. Tuna fish will be just fine. Where's the TV? Daniel asked. I always watch TV while I'm eating. It's in the living room, Fudge said. You don't have a TV in the kitchen? Daniel asked. No, Mom said. We don't. I feel sorry for you, Daniel said, pushing back his chair. He stood up. I guess I'll have my lunch in the living room. We don't watch TV while we're eating, Mom said. So why don't you sit down and wait until lunch is ready? Daniel pouted. I won't have much of an appetite without the TV. If you're not hungry, you don't have to eat, Mom said. TV doesn't have anything to do with it. I was thinking that it wouldn't hurt the kid to skip a couple of meals anyway. I watch Nickelodeon and Cartoon Network, Fudge said, as if anybody cared. And all the commercials. I never miss the commercials. They're my favorites. My father used to write commercials, but now he's writing a book. One time I was in a commercial. I rode a toddle bike. No, you didn't, Daniel said. I did too, Fudge told him. I don't believe you, Daniel said. Mom brought the tuna fish sandwiches and 2 glasses of milk to the table. I don't eat anything with onions, Daniel said. I don't eat lima beans or peas. I only drink chocolate milk and cut the crust off my bread. There are no onions, lima beans, or peas in the tuna fish, Mom said. I knew from her voice she was about ready to tell Daniel exactly what he could do with his lunch if he didn't like it. But she walked back to the pantry and brought out the choco. You can put in as much as you like, she said, as she cut the crust off Daniel's sandwich. There, now you should be all set. Wasn't I in a commercial, Mommy? Fudge said. Yes, Mom said. Fudge was in a toddle bike commercial. See, I told you. Did you get paid? Daniel asked. I don't know, Fudge said. Did I get paid, Mommy? I wasn't there, Fudgy, remember? I was visiting Aunt Linda and the new baby in Boston. Oh, that's right. So he asked me, did I get paid, Peta? You got all the Oreos you could eat, I said. I got Oreos, Fudge told Daniel. I hate Oreos, Daniel said. On the same day that Daniel was eating his tuna fish sandwich without onions, peas, lima beans, or crust, Tootsie learned to crawl. Remember, Tootsie is the baby. 1 minute, she was just rocking back and forth on all fours, and the next minute, she was moving across the floor. Mom ran to get Dad, and he raced upstairs for the camera. And for the rest of the day, we took home movies. Tootsie was the star. Only Daniel was unimpressed. All babies crawl, he said. After a week of crawling, Tootsie became an expert. She could move so fast it was hard to keep up with her. Not only that, but she learned to pull herself up to a standing position. You couldn't leave anything around anymore. Whatever she found went straight in her mouth. After she found everything, from crayons to spools of thread, from Lego toys to Dad's notebook, she chewed up 3 pages of his notes one afternoon, and it took Dad all night to try to glue them back together. Mom and Dad decided to baby-proof the house, which means they tried to move everything out of the way that Tootsie could get hurt on or mess with. They removed everything that Tootsie could possibly reach. Tootsie was very pleased with herself. She said, "Oga bafa thumb." Turtle learned to crawl too. He'd move across the floor on his belly, and Tootsie would chase him, laughing. Turtle and Tootsie were friends. I kept the door to my room closed at all times. I wasn't taking any chances. Dad put up a gate at the top of the stairs and another at the bottom. You had to be careful not to step on Tootsie. She was almost always under your feet. Put her in the playpen, Fudge wailed one day after she got into his Legos and scattered them. She needs the freedom to explore, Dad explained. Well, too bad if she gets in my way, Fudge said. She'll just have to learn that I'm her big brother. And clunk, he stepped on her arm and Tootsie screamed. On the following Saturday, Jimmy Fargo came to visit. Wow, I can't believe how much the baby's grown, he said when he saw Tootsie racing across the living room floor. When you moved, she was about the same size as my cat, and now she's a regular baby. Puta, puta, Tootsie said, pulling herself up on my legs. What's she saying? Jimmy asked. Nothing, just baby talk, I told him. Jimmy was even more impressed with Uncle Feather than with Tootsie. Uh-oh, here comes Uncle Feather. Wow, that's some bird, Jimmy said. He speaks French. Say bonjour, I told Jimmy. Bonjour, birdie, Jimmy said. Bonjour, stupid, Uncle Feather answered. I laughed. Jimmy didn't. Hey, turkey brain, my name's Jimmy. Can you say that? Jimmy? Say that, say that. No, Dumbo, it's Jimmy. Dumbo Jimmy, Dumbo Jimmy. No, it's just plain Jimmy. Plain Jimmy, plain Jimmy. I give up, you turkey brain. Turkey, turkey, Jimmy turkey. Stop it, Jimmy shouted. Stop it, stop it. I quit, 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 quit. Jimmy finally laughed. Some bird. Alex came over to meet Jimmy. He said, "So, you're the great Jimmy Fargo." Who said I was great? Jimmy asked. Well, the way Peter's always talking about you. Yeah, well, the way he's always talking about you, I figured you must be the great Alex Santo. I am, Alex said. Well then, I'm the great Jimmy Fargo. After that, it was downhill all the way. It's hard to be caught in the middle between your two best friends. Okay, we're going to stop there for today. So maybe make some predictions to yourself. What do you think he means when he says it was all downhill? Usually that means that things are going to start to go bad. So what kind of problems might he notice between his two best friends? Might there be some jealousy? Maybe they'll become better friends than they are with him. Interesting. We'll have to wait to see to find out. So I hope you enjoyed that chapter today, boys and girls. I want to give you another reminder that week 3 packet pickup is tomorrow from 11:30 to 1:30 at Pinehurst, same time on Friday. Remember that there has been a change and that the packets are expected to be turned in now so that we can check them, make sure they're getting done. There are a few different ways that you can do this. Your family can take pictures of the work and they can send it to me on Dojo, or they can email it to me. Or when your family goes to get your new packet, they can pick up, when your family goes to pick up your new packet, they can drop off your old packet. And then Mr. Strickert sends them to me. All right. So I think that's all I have to share with you guys today. It's a beautiful sunny day, so I hope that you got some outside time in with your learning. Those of you who I saw on Zoom today, it was wonderful to see your sweet little faces. And I will talk to you all very soon. Bye.